One thing I would like to again ask here is, you said competition is healthy to an extent, comparison is healthy to an extent, but what we see in the present day world is everybody is running a rat race. Everybody is running and reaching nowhere.
Yeah.
Like everybody is like wanting to be the best they can, the best version of themselves. Like, people, if they're just hitting the gym, okay, I just want to get a 30 kg dumbbell PR, but they actually cannot do it. Like, not in just terms of gym, but any walks of life, people want to give something more than their capacity. So does this wanting to give more than their capacity restricts them from giving what they actually are capable of?
Yeah, I mean, that is the culprit, I think I might sound a little philosophical here, but the problem is when you make it a survival matter. Competition is okay, but when it becomes a matter of survival is when the problem is.
Got it.
For example, I can survive only if I prove myself great or superior. In my job, I always have to excel in everything. I have to keep succeeding in everything. So, in Sanskrit, there's a beautiful phrase. It says, Ati sarvatra varjayet. So, anything that you do extra, or anything that you do over and above your capacity is the problem.
Got it.
So, you have to give up those extra things. Varjayet, you have to give up all those things. Is because you are putting yourself unnecessarily into that rat race you said, right? See, you need to make money. We have to survive. You need to have a healthy body, healthy life, healthy mind. Yes, that is needed. You need to have a healthy relationship because you want to have a good social life.
Right.
Perfect. But if you think your success is dependent on making money, your success is dependent on how attractive you look, or your success is dependent on how many people flock around you, is when the problem is. So I strongly feel it is all attitudinal. The way you understand it. If you end up putting a limit to yourself, if you know that this is what I want, this is where I stop.
Got it.
This is how much I want, or this is how much I maybe require, and this is how much I don't want. So I think we need to learn how to assess what we want and also to assess and say how much we don't want.
Yeah. That's important.
That's what we are missing on.
Yeah. Like it's like you can take only how much you can on your plate.
Yes.
You have to know how much you can eat and how much you cannot. You cannot cross beyond your limits. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. So, my follow-up question would be, to your answer, I understood like there are two parts. One is wanting to be successful, and then the second one is fear of failure.
Correct.
So there are two parts to it. So how do you think these two parts, that is wanting to be successful and fear of failure, influences our emotional stability and mental health?
Again, like I said, by themselves, wanting to be successful and the fear of failure are not the problem. When you cross your limit is the problem.
No.
Because wanting to be successful is essential in life. Again, in Indian tradition, there are certain things that a man or a woman, a human being, should aspire for.
Okay.
Right? A lot of Upanishads talk about this. And one of the Upanishads says, Yashaha, that is success, is one of the requirements of human beings. One must aspire for yashas.
Got it.
But if that becomes your life motto,
then that's the problem.
You're gone. Because you end up investing all your resources in that alone and nothing else.
Got it.
So, want of success is good, is actually something that we all have to have, because when we do something, when we are trying to do certain tasks, right? We have to have some success, otherwise you don't feel like doing it again.
This is the motivation.
Exactly. See, if I don't communicate what I want to communicate to you, the next time if you call me, I may not come, because I feel, oh, this is something that I can't do, so I withdraw completely.
Got it.
So success is needed for all of us to take one step ahead. Similarly, fear of failure is equally important. You try to make things better only when you're afraid of failure, right? For example, I want to communicate something to my client or my student, because I'm worried that I might pass on something wrong, or I might tell them something wrong. So I make my preparations, I become conscious, I become cautious, and so on. So fear of failure is also needed in life. But the problem is when it crosses its limit and goes beyond your control. A lot of people suffer because they are constantly worried about failure.
Right.
And they withdraw from taking risks. That's a problem.
Got it.
The fear stops you from experimenting, putting yourself open to different experiences. Or fear will try to create an impression in your mind and say, oh, I'm good for nothing, I have to give up everything and things
I'm
like
sure
that.
like a lot of people would relate to it.
Yeah. I mean, that's how especially the student community would suffer.
Well said,
Yeah, especially during their exams, they are so scared of failure that it affects their physical health, their mental health. They stop eating. Yeah,
That also connects to comparison, like people usually make with their peers, their like
Yes.
fellow students, and all of those.
Yeah.
I was even telling the viewers that you have 10,000 hours of counseling people.
I don't see any point in doing so many things that my parents expect me to do.
Kids start to think, why should we even request? It's a right to get it from our parents. I think that is definitely attitudinal.